Sangye Shingdu Mikte Shingla Chupar Sho Yidam Guru Rana Mandala Kamniyatayami Sangye Chudam Toki Chonam La Jamchu Bardu Dagni Katsuchi Daki Chenyen Gibe Sunam Ki Yola Penshir Sangye Drupar Sho Sangye Chedang Toki Chonam La Jamchu Bardu Dagni Kapsuchi Dagi Chenyen Gipe Sunam Ki Yola Penshir Sangye Drupar Sho Sangye Chedang Toki Chonam La Jamchu Bardu Dagni Kapsuchi Daki Chenyen Gibe Sunam Ki Jola Penchir Sangye Drubar Sho Smogity Dogity
Okie dokie.
Smogity Dogity
In the Jain school's category of existence called Wrong Deeds to Give Up, according to Chijeng and Pelden, these mainly refer to a particular list of deeds. List those in English and Tibetan, and, if at all possible, give the Sanskrit equivalents to the famous list which they seem to follow.
The Yamas.
Okay, so what's the first one?
Ahimsa.
Just kidding.
Non-violence. And in Tibetan,
I need a spoon. Oh.
Yeah, good. Yeah. Sewa meba.
Meat sewa.
Meat sewa.
I mean,
usually meat sewa, but in his...
that's
In
true.
our text, it was sewa meba.
That's correct.
Okay, cool. Okay, next one.
Ashtea.
Well, usually it's a steya, but in this particular time it was not lying.
It's not new.
Is it Ashtea or Astea?
It's
Astea,
neither of
It's-
those
it's-
come next in either list.
Oh, yeah. It's not.
It's not a stare.
It's not satya.
It is satya.
Satya.
Oh,
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Satya, which means
Not lying.
which in this text is
Telling the truth.
Nakidomba?
it is telling the truth. It's Demba Drupa, I think. No, it's
I thought it's actually
Demba Mala?
yeah,
Demba
Demba
Mala?
Mala.
Demba Mala.
Demba Mala.
It
Dem
also
Bar
says
Mala, right?
Midzimba, right?
Speaking the truth.
Yeah.
This is the way.
Is it Dembar or Dempa?
Description.
Dempar.
Yeah, speaking truthfully. Speaking truthfully.
Next one.
Then it was
Astea, right? Which word had? Which is what?
My Jin Len, or in this case it says something like taking what's
what was
offered.
Yeah, right. Taking what is giving.
Yeah, Jin Len.
Good. Yeah.
By the way, I've never seen that anywhere.
What's that?
Jivalana.
I've never seen it anywhere.
Jimbalemba, yeah, weird.
But it's kind of a cool idea.
Isn't that what the time was?
Hinza, Satya, Steya,
Brahmacharya.
Food, though.
Brahmacharya.
Proper sexual conduct.
Yeah. In this case, they call in Tibetan, they call it.
It's like sang. It's like
Yeah.
pure sangchu.
Sang Chut.
Yeah,
Sang
Sanchit.
Chut.
Oh,
Chut.
Right, doing the activity like Chikyu.
Yeah. And then that's Brahmacharya.
Yep.
Oh, and non-covetousness, which in Sanskrit is aparigraha.
Aparigraha.
And in Tibetan,
Zin, right?
Yeah, it had to do with
What is
Zen.
it?
Yeah, it did have to do with Zen. Yeah,
Oh.
built in
something Zen.
everything, everybody.
Zinpamepa.
No, it wasn't, but it's close. Yongsu Sungwa Tamshe Yongs Dong.
Yongsu Sungwa means possessions.
Okay.
Those things which you consider your own. Yongsu Sungwa.
Yeah. So it was like let go of all your possessions.
All of them. Yeah, Yongsu.
Even your clothes.
Right. Yeah.
Even your clothes. Yeah.
Even your clothes.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Nice, guys. Explain the Jain practice of the 5 fires along with its supposed purpose as described by the 7th Panchen Lama.
You sit in between 4 fires and then there's one above you. And you sit close enough to them that they would almost touch you.
Almost touch you. The one above you is the sun.
Cool.
Yeah.
So far so good. Okay. Then what?
supposed to somehow
Oh yeah, it's
clear
supposed
out your
to. It burns up your mental.
Yeah, concentrate on an outer object,
That's
right?
right.
And that's supposed to, you just said,
purify.
Burn up your desire.
Get rid of,
yeah, it's supposed to get rid of your desire, but
No, I don't think that's what it was. What was it?
It was to get rid of desire, wasn't it?
It is,
They
I'll show
spoke
you.
of it that way.
Look,
Burn up-
luckily I brought it to you straight from the
desire
text.
in the form of misunderstanding.
Oh, right, okay.
It is.
Du
but we
chapon
don't
et
agree.
taps in samba.
Which brings up two questions for me. Could it be, we said a small stick, and I wanted to say
Oh yeah.
a pebble from my reading elsewhere.
That's
which
okay.
Was, Deu.
That's okay.
Yeah, okay. Could be a
doesn't
stick or
say-
stone or a,
In the example of the magician, which is the only other place I can think of that it occurs, it's a small piece of wood. But I don't see why it couldn't be a pebble.
and I looked, I also, when I looked up Deu,
And that's dough, RDO.
I got to mean
Made-
you dip
that's okay.
up dough.
You can say that.
Cool. And then my question also, they think this is a way to get rid of, they think this is a way to get rid of desire, but it can only suppress your attachment in the sense of desire temporarily, or it can't even. We had or it can't, but it's some le minu, meaning it can't even do that.
Yeah, that's a good question. Because it says lay,
Yeah.
it has to mean it just suppresses it rather than, eliminating it.
Rather than being able to get rid of it
Yeah,
altogether. Okay.
but if it hadn't said lay, if it had just said gonun sam minu, then it would mean it can't even suppress it. Because so the lay makes it,
Okay.
then. You know. Good question. Good question for translation.
Punch out.
Okay, what's the practice of the five fires is one of two great secret practices of the body, which Ngawang Pelden associates with the Jain school. What's the other secret practice of the body?
Walking around naked.
No, sir.
That's not that secret, I guess.
You would
No
think so.
secret.
In one way it is, in one way it isn't.
Swimming in the Ganges.
Yeah, good. Swimming in the Ganges. Cool.
That's right. Yeah.
Tibetan?
Ganga.
Ganga.
This something.
Something.
Yeah.
Did somebody
Oh yeah,
get
there's a joke
Yes.
in there.
Yeah, it was sitting in the direct sunlight, so the temperature thing had gone off.
Okay.
So we're just
Yeah, cool.
for a second.
Yeah, the text said Gangar Jukpa. But
By the way, it's rarely, it's almost never spelled this way.
cool.
This is an extremely rare, lousy spelling.
Good.
So
Potentially
don't-
kinda misspelled. So
Yeah, this is much more normal.
bordering on correctable in the text, or
Nope,
okay,
that's how he heard it.
okay,
Congar.
okay. All right,
so it's
cool.
okay.
So we wouldn't even give it a long A.
Nah.
All right. Okay, cool. That's it.
In fact, it took me a while to figure it out because
And that might be for anyone who cares in Sanskrit.
I would, if I were really, what do you call that?
A stickler.
Fastidious?
Careful person. I might check it in a carving to make sure it wasn't mistyped or something.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I can do that.
Because it's unusual. It's very unusual.
Looks like it's Gangavatarana. Yeah. Right.
You got the plate, Steve.
Most certainly. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Good.
Oh, okay, good.
Which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Which kind of does Avatarana as opposed to Avatara have like a taste of even descent rather than just entry?
Oh.
If you've ever been to Varanasi, you would know the answer.
Because you just say
Yeah, you got to go down the steps into the Ganga. So I believe even when Madhyamaka Avatar or Bodhisattvacharya Avatar, it's like going down into the water and swimming.
Oh, so Avatar.
That jug means to enter.
Oh,
Cool.
cool.
Okay.
Okay, nice.
Explain on.
I don't know whether it's going to be more fun to stay in these weird schools or go to a pretty standard explanation of our own school.
I'm in. Yeah, I'll take that one. Well, at least we're not talking smack about these guys for a
These are
while.
at least have more
Because he saved
rasa.
it all up. He said he was going to attack them all at once, so that should keep him occupied for a little bit, right?
Okay, Oh, I'm supposed to click here.
Would you please?
The monitor.
Detour from all the other stuff.
I feel this good mood spreading throughout the college, and I'm wondering if it has to do with tomorrow.
Yeah, right. Getting closer and closer to the final bell.
Just a guess.
Alright.
I've been looking forward to this since before the term. Okay. Who's got the plane? Phil has the plane. Interrupt him. Be impolite. I know it's not your nature.
Shen Yang play Chinot.
Sorry?
Oh, I had that we didn't do the verse right before this one.
That's interesting.
You're exactly right.
Oh,
You're so
thank you
smart.
so much. She saved my butt.
You're exactly right.
That was gonna speak
She's
for me.
totally correct. Okay, here we go. It's nice to have one careful person here.
Not a very thinly veiled million guy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, let's see.
I think that one's right.
No, you're right. Should I try the NDI?
We got
It's on.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you for doing it, Tim.
Okay.
And thank you for walking around the storage facility with us. By the way, you should give me your code number so I can
Store stuff.
take people there when I want to. When
give me
it
your
looks like they have
code name.
$5 or
I
more.
can pretend to be you at all the fancy clubs.
Okay, go. Phil, you're on. Be tough. But you're correcting him. It's loud.
Anticipating.
Zen Yang. Lei Jin Rab Tu Chung Ne. Tembala Nepa Ma Sheba Tang. Dawa Sumdu Da Che Sumdu Da Che Gi Ne. Sa Gupa Sok De Ma Kemba. Mangwei Damche Kiemba Minno She Mao.
Yeah, I'm surprised I missed this one. Shenyang?
Moreover,
Yeah, Leijin.
David Data.
How many T's, Seiji?
Two.
Good. Rubbed Chua. He never should have rubbed Jin him, right?
Never should have left
Elder.
the household.
He never should have rubbed Jin him. No, he never should have ordained
They
him.
shouldn't have ordained him.
So if your Buddha is omniscient, then why the hell did he let Devadatta come into
oh, that's cute.
the
That's a
monkhood?
funny argument.
You know, that was pretty stupid if he's omniscient. Okay? Jungne Dembala Ne.
Damage himself.
Yeah, he hurt the teaching immensely, Devadatta. The problem was he was a great scholar. He was the best.
David Data.
Yeah, he was not a lazy, stupid person. He was the smartest. So that kind of person can damage the teaching more. If they don't have morality or they don't keep the teaching, he was a very brilliant scholar. He was the greatest among all the students as far as books. Okay, and they can do more damage because they are, what do you call it?
Tricky.
They are
Crafty.
quite when a religious leader attracts people.
Let's say that.
Charismatic.
He was very charismatic. Yeah, he was very, people were attracted to him. Okay, go. He wasn't this mean, ugly guy. He was mean, but he wasn't ugly.
Yeah,
Okay.
so what? He didn't know that they
Mashipa, yeah, he didn't know when he made Devadatta a monk.
Yeah, but he didn't.
On that day, he didn't know he's gonna like destroy half the teaching.
Omnipotent, he's just omniscient.
well,
No, Shepa, did he know it or not?
did he know it? Yeah.
If he had known, then why did he ordain him? He's the guy who chose him. He's the guy who ordained him. It's a good question.
It is.
Dawa.
The moon.
Dawa sumdim is for 3 months.
Right.
Tache means horse food.
How many moons am I holding on to?
Yeah, barley man is horse food.
Okay.
Good call. Took me a while to figure it out. Sagopa, he was forced to eat.
Oh yeah, he had to eat
The Buddha had to eat horse food for 3 months because they didn't have food.
Yeah.
So Lord Buddha
Right. What, he didn't know?
couldn't tell there's a financial crisis coming.
Oh, I see.
You know, what's wrong with this guy? Why didn't he put some Milky Ways aside? Okay.
Snickers. Can really satisfy you.
Guppa means he was forced to eat. Right? So, etc. Makemba Mumbo.
Yeah.
Makemba Mumbo.
Yeah.
No,
Must not.
Makemba Mumbo.
He doesn't know what's
He didn't know many things.
There's lots of things he didn't know.
Lots of things he didn't know.
So how can you call him Tamte Kemba?
Shamo.
You should have called him Mumbo Maken instead of Tamte Kem.
Yeah, lots of things he doesn't know.
You should have called him, the semi-omniscient one.
Or the guy who
Instead
doesn't
of
know a meaningful amount of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Mino Shimao.
Uh-huh.
What's the Shimao?
That's what they say.
Good. They say.
That's what the Jains say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Therefore, there's Tarpa, but no Tamte Kemba. Yeah, according to Jain, you can get to nirvana, but there's no omniscience.
Kudos to them for using our text to attack us.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good debating for them to attack us on our own grounds.
Sure.
Yeah.
Totally.
Okay. By the way, we are gonna address that later.
Doke.
I think. Where is that?
I don't know.
Anyway, as I remember, we address it somewhere. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to the next one.
Who's got the plane?
Who's got the plane? This is a long plane. Nick,
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Shing sok sen.
a goose can pick out the milk from the water and milk. I can pick out the M&Ms from the.
Jun shing ga shik. Shumba shune chi wa tang. Men dang duki pen che fa tang. De dak pelcher yi
Huh?
Cheat.
chi
Chi.
chi dang char dus
Yeah.
yar.
Are you doing that on purpose, I hope?
Of course I was.
Okay.
Yar dusu kye sorry. Dusu kye yang tundang gundu su chiwa tang me tok kashik la nima chok na
Poke.
na ka chela da egi.
Doom.
Well, I didn't get to try that yet.
It's Sumba. It's not Zumba.
Sumba, dude.
Sumba.
Sumba, yeah,
No.
Sumba tabu. So
Interesting carving error.
Sen chum shi chi tang che dak la sem yodan de do.
Okay, very good. He wants to explain the Gyutsen, why. I finished all the M&Ms.
The reason why.
He wants to explain the reason why they do that Shings are Semden.
They think that plants are alive.
Good. Why they believe plants are living things.
Sentient.
Organic matter is sentient.
Living beings, sorry.
Sentient.
Or is it have a mind? Or have.
Well, meaning, I'm sorry, we can say sentient.
Aware?
Counted amongst the living.
Thinking entities.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. What's the word?
Conscious? Conscious.
What's the word he's using here? I'm sorry, I'm not.
Semden.
Oh, sem then. Well, yeah.
I would say conscious.
That's pretty good.
Anyway, what's their reason? Pertuna. This is just the same as Perna.
For example.
Well, I'll give you some reasons why. Just-
Pertuna.
When you say Perna, it means there's millions of reasons, but I'm just going to give you some. Sun.
Oh, Junshin is
Oh, Junshin.
forest, right?
Junshin just means Shing.
Okay.
Plant.
It means a tree.
The tree.
Okay.
And sometimes it's appropriate to call it an evergreen
I was thinking
or a fruit tree, depending on the context. Okay. So Junshin is not definite. You have to see the context. Okay. It could mean an evergreen. It often means a fruit tree, and sometimes it's just a tree. Remember we had this debate between wood. The word for wood and tree are the same in Tibetan. When they say jun, it cannot be wood. It has to be a living.
It's a living tree.
So that's one reason to say junshin. Jun has general meanings of greenness, I think. Okay, like jang,
Jungle.
Jungle. The old word for green.
Oh no.
In general, the green of plants and the word for blue are seen as the same color. They're both ngumbo.
Yeah.
Well, it's not weird because every culture has its own way of dividing colors.
Yeah, right. Of course.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for them, green and blue are the same color.
Right.
Kind of.
Wow.
That's not. Yeah.
Kind of.
We have. Yeah.
Okay. Gashi,
Okay.
lala.
Some.
Yeah, good. Some of them.
Some trees.
Shumba means the bark of a tree.
Oh, some trees. Their bark. Okay. That was one of your names.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
By the way, most often it means the husk of rice or barley. The husk of a.
Yeah.
Grain.
Yeah. Okay. Here, but it can also mean the bark of a tree. Shumba. Shu means peel off.
Oh.
If you peel off their bark,
They'll
chiwa,
die.
they will die. Therefore, they were alive.
Yes.
That's a good point. They were alive.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Therefore, they are animals, really. Okay. They die when you peel their skin off.
Compelling.
Okay. Bakbak shu means to peel off your skin.
Yeah.
Men
Okay.
Medicine.
or tuk.
And poison.
If you give them fertilizer or you poison them,
Yeah.
they pen and milk,
It'll hurt them or bring them benefit.
respectively.
Yeah.
It help. They grow better or they die. So depending on what they eat. And pelcher.
The majority of
Yeah, don't forget there's a pelchen in the Kangir, which Jigme and I struggled with.
majority.
It's called the majority.
Yeah.
We found a very obscure reference that explained it, and we can't find it again. Anyway,
Question.
pelcher, chi and yar are 2 seasons of the year.
Right. Yarka is summer.
Yar
Yeah,
summer.
your summer.
Yeah, so
Chi
Cheetah's
is
probably
spring.
winter.
Fall.
Yeah, and chi is very important in Tantra. Chi tigle,
Drops.
Oh.
the drop of
Eternal
spring.
sun. Yeah.
Spring drop.
It's an important idea about the inner body. The spring drop.
Colorless light.
Drop of spring. Tigle means bindu. Right? Chi. So in this, most of them, or many of them, most of them, it says, during the spring and during the summer, they ke.
They grow.
Born.
Dun and gun are 2 other seasons.
Oh. Cool.
So
Fall.
don't mistake dun for teacher.
Yeah.
Same spelling.
Spring, summer, and teacher.
Dun means autumn. Dunka.
Gun.
Tumka.
And gun means winter.
They die in the fall.
John Gunche,
Jangunche.
John.
the winter debates.
Yeah, that's right.
Jang is a monastery in Tibet, in the mountains, and Gun means winter. And they used to go there for the winter debates. And people after the diaspora, they misunderstood it and they called it Jam Gunche, meaning Manjushri's winter debates, but it's not correct. Jang is the name of a monastery. No. Anyway, there's Gun, winter.
They die.
Yeah, they die. They're, what do you call them, non-perennials?
Yeah, annuals.
Well,
annuals.
And
Yeah, annuals.
yeah, okay, yeah.
That's right.
They grow during the spring and summer, and they die during the fall and winter. Therefore, they had life. They were living beings. And
Yang here a butt? Or,
I'm sorry.
I mean, is the yang here a butt, or would you say and then die?
Oh, even though
Yeah, even though
Even though they grow in the spring,
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
die in the fall.
Isn't there one like more over here or something?
not really.
Thank you.
That's a good question. I wouldn't mind translating it as moreover. I don't think it'd be a big. I don't think it's a big debate. I think it could go either way.
Right, like furthermore, and then they die in the.
Yeah,
A and a hand.
but it's an unusual syntax to read it that way. Okay. Meto gashi,
Sunflowers.
Several flowers.
sunflowers, hua, hua,
Oh, I was like, wow.
hua. Don't look at me like that when I speak Chinese. Just go, oh.
No, everybody's like, huh?
Some of them.
Okay. Meto gashi la.
Yeah, they like.
I like poke because it means poke.
Oh,
Yeah.
They like
So poke in English means
Like the
poke, right?
of the sun.
When a ray of light hits you, it's called poke.
Yeah.
So it's the only Tibetan word that's the same in English. Okay, poke.
So when the sun pokes it,
They kanje. That's why you need a prenasal here. It's not BYED.
They don't split.
It's nj.
They don't do mouth.
They open. Yeah, it's obviously related to yewa.
Right. Separate.
They split open.
T-vibe.
They shroud.
And in the moonlight, tau. Now this caused me so much headaches.
Zumba.
Doom means to be circular. It seemed like it could work, and then finally I figured out this is just corruption. How you put an L under a Z when it's not there? I want to choke this guy. Anyway, Sumba means it closes. Sumba means the flower close. Kasum means close your mouth.
Yeah.
Okay.
And our other version of the text has a variety that did a better job.
Yeah, we're getting better. But this text is extremely challenging with all the errors. You know, it takes me a lot of extra time. Sumba tabu.
We'll switch out at the end of this term.
Yeah, good. Yeah. So if they open in the sunlight and they close in the moonlight, they must be a liar. They're like people. They sleep at night, they open during the day.
And then just to double check, we're going to put a
Response.
footnote like at that point in the text saying, look, here's where we found another variant of the text that was better. Do you want to do that? Or?
I think I did check the original. I did check whatever scan you gave me, and it is Zoom.
We have a better scan.
Oh.
It's included in that Yikja collection of handwritten stuff.
Okay.
So then that's the question. Should we...
Doom doesn't make any sense here.
Well, no, but what I'm asking is it's that handwritten text, which means it's not a woodblock.
Oh, that's okay. If it's correct, it's better than a woodblock.
Well, yeah, but do you want us
In general,
to
you go
replace
for the
rest
woodblock.
of the text so that you don't have to keep doing this?
Oh, no, that was her question, and it's a valid question. You don't mess with a text, right? If you're going to change editions halfway through the stream, you probably have to go back and change the whole half
Doesn't
first.
much appeal, so we'll just keep using this as a...
No, I think we have to. We've done it a few times. We've done it with a few people. You can't translate a book half from one edition, half from another. You're going to have to go back and redo the first half.
But if we go back and redo the first half, there are a bunch of... I mean, the first half is based on the old text and the corrections that we made in the old text. So,
Then you're going to have to look at every correction and see if it still needs to be
well,
made.
it's not just the corrections that you would hypothetically have to double check. You would have to go back word for word.
Exactly.
So aren't we-
If you're a careful scholar, you do it.
Okay. I mean, I don't have to...
You could have some graduate student hypertext it.
Uh-huh, right.
Like if Gibson was available. Okay. Anyway, yeah, legally you have to go back.
Okay, so we should replace it with...
I guess you could have a footnote, but it's weak scholarship. I would say it's weak scholarship to translate something half from one manuscript and half from another
Well,
manuscript.
it's not. I mean, the two possibilities that I'm suggesting is
Or you could run both through a comparison program.
we can do
That's
that.
probably a good start.
And that's probably the fastest way to deal with it.
It's a good way to start.
Then you can make a standard mixed edition. And that's okay.
Or you continue to use the edition that you're using, and you keep checking here for issues.
Yeah, that's okay.
You tell me what you prefer.
I prefer to choose an edition which is the base edition and say we corrected it from this other edition.
Asking you which you want to be the base edition, the handwritten Yikja from 1969 or the woodblock that we have that's...
Whichever one has least corrections is the one I will use as the basic one.
has
So,
least
by the way, if they both have,
by you.
if they both require correcting,
Yeah.
I would use the least correction required text, even if it's handwritten.
Okay.
We
Got it.
have potentially the same issue with Sunang's text.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay. Okay.
It's true.
That's clear then.
Take the one with least corrections, even if it's handwritten.
Okay. All right,
Okay.
got it.
Sumbatabu. So Gyuten Dume, for many reasons, Jungshi Chidan Chedan La Semya Badudo. Jungshi means Jungwashi.
Plants.
No, come on. Shi.
Dive.
Jungwashi. Sachu Melung.
Yeah, it's
The four Jungwons.
The four elements.
Yeah.
Okay, so for many reasons, the four,
Utas.
both the general four elements and the Jungyurs
Those arise from
Yeah, the products, which he calls here chi and chedar.
Okay, interesting.
Okay, the four elements taken as elements, and all the trees that are made of those elements, they got life.
Instance of them.
They're alive. They have mind. They have a mind. Okay. Got it? Yeah, by the way, if you ask a lama why aren't plants considered sentient beings, you don't get a very good answer usually. They're like, they're green or something. You're like, no, I've heard this argument in the monastery between Westerners and good lamas, and they don't quote this. They don't seem to have thought about it. It's what the Buddha said, but there isn't any clear argument why not.
Okay. So could you compare it starts saying that trees sem den, but then it says these the four elements and so on, sem yipar.
Exactly the same. Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah. By the way, not exactly the same. Sem den is more adjectival.
Yeah.
And sem yupa is more like a
verb to have.
Adjectival clause. Okay, how's that?
We're on the verge of a major occurrence here. What's gonna happen? We gotta get through this one though.
We are?
Right, that Nipot, isn't that like...
Oh yeah, we just finished all the individual lousy schools.
Or almost, right?
Now we shoot them, we put them in a room in machine gun.
Right.
To put it in American terms.
Who's got the plane?
Seiji, you got the plane?
Seiji.
Find something wrong with it. Okay. You paused.
Dida kyang de dun du ba yin yi ye par ni shung chemo nam dang lo bun lek den je yap se tang chok lang yap se shi tso yap se yi shung du tawar jiao.
Tower? Tower. Okay, Didakyan Dindubayinki. All of this that I've written so far is just sort of a summary. Okay? Gepa, if you want more detail, go to the Shungchemos. Go to the great classics. Okay, like, Tsongkhapa or something. Go to Lopen Langdenje, Babibeka Yabse.
Who's his
Son.
I
don't know who's his son. It must be Shiwatso.
No,
I believe it's Shantarakshita.
No, but that's usually Shantarakshita and Kamala Shila. Those guys.
Yeah, but that's the next father and son.
I know.
Wouldn't Baba Vivek have actually been quite a bit before them?
I mean, we'd be guessing. Should we look this up real quick?
We can go look.
I mean, hopefully that's a thing.
By the way, there's a genre of literature which might help. By the way, nowadays I'm learning something that I didn't learn much before. I didn't do it for many years. I specialized my search area. And I used to not do it because I thought it would take too much time. But if you get used to it for a couple weeks, so why search the whole Sumbum? Oh man. When you can specify where you want to search. Okay, so then I go to where I keep my database. I go to Sumbums. And I would go to Lagyu. Lineage trees. Let's see who's always named after Baba Viveka, because that's going to be his say. Okay, so go to Lagyu. So restrict your search to Lagyu. Otherwise, Baba Viveka's been attacked so much, he's going to be everywhere. Okay. Okay, so I open that.
It's time to reboot Gestalt.
And by the way, it automatically keeps that as the search field. It checks it when you define it, okay? So then you say Baba Viveka Lingdenje. Nje, right? Or sometimes he's called just Baba, okay? Rarely, but fairly. Semi-rarely? Okay, here we go.
Occasionally.
There's the Baba and Sambhava, and that doesn't help. I better I better put a space before Baba. Then I won't hit Sambhavas, Padma Sambhava, okay? That's somebody split Bhavas for Sambhava. This is not a lineage thing. This is just a statement about some. No, it is. Kengyu. It lists Pelbe Sri Gupta, and then it lists Jnana Garba, and then Kembo Bodhisattva, which I think might be Hashang. Okay. So let's skip that one.
Okay.
No father, son.
Here he's listed is in a list of close sons of the Buddha. Buddha Palita, Baba Viveka, and Shura, which I think is Ashwagosha. Shura, Acharya Shura. Let's skip that. We're looking for a Rangyupa lineage. Okay, so that doesn't help. That doesn't help. That's Padma Sambhava.
Can you just search for Rangyu?
That's all there are.
So it's tempting to go back to the other and do Yapse in the symbol.
Oh, that's a great idea. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's a good idea. Okay. My screen is... Okay, so we say Yapse here, right? And we try to define it as proximity of... but I don't know.
One line. I wouldn't go more than one. Because if it's in a list of a long bunch of people, I don't know.
Let's see. Oh, I'm still stuck in the lineages. Okay, go back to this. I think it's Shantarakshita, but anyway.
But maybe. But he mentions him next. It would be weird.
Here it's J Yapse comes in a long list, so that's not really relevant. It doesn't say who they are. It doesn't help. What's all? That's Shantarakshita and Kamalashila.
Right.
This just says that Abhiyakara agreed with Lake Tenje, okay? Yeah, I don't think we hit it. We won't hit it that way. Whenever they say upside, they won't name the second guy. See what I mean?
I do.
Anyway, I think it's Shantarakshita.
Boy.
You could do a TV or usually.
The reason that feels particularly uncomfortable to me in this case is the very next thing that he says is the Shantarakshita.
Well, that's the old debate of whether all males are fathers or sons.
No, but I mean, he mentions the next two guys in his next words.
Here's a possibility. Lopan Chambo, the great master Baba Viveka, and Avalokita Vrata, and Shantarakshita and his son. So that kind of looks closer. Okay. Oh, I looked in the wrong place here.
All right.
I apologize.
I like that look in your eyes.
Yeah.
So they list me on TBR.
We should not have looked in.
Hell Bay.
We should have looked in the.
Sri
Nick, tell me where we looked in the wrong place.
When we looked at Lama, right?
I don't know. I don't think so.
We were in Lagu.
But I have a proposal. What's another place where you might get lineage lists?
Other than Lagu. Oh, on the Blue Annals?
Senyik.
Okay.
What's a senyik?
It's a record of the teachings received from
Yeah, so when you say, I got Guya Samaja, I got Tara initiation, I got Vajrayana initiation, you always say who were the lamas before. So that's a more verdant pasture. Okay, so what was that? Senyik, G-E-S-A.
Noble.
Here we go. Now this is gonna hit something, I guarantee.
All right.
But it was part of Sunwon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which we already searched.
No, we searched,
Different search.
We searched for a
we searched Lagu,
which was
lineage
also
trees.
just a subfolder in.
Oh, I
But the
thought-
lineage trees in the list of teaching receipts are more.
Search without
Yeah.
saying yapse.
Yeah.
The lineage trees in the records of teachings received are much more robust than the lineage trees in the lineage trees.
Okay.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, and your grad students will take the St. Petersburg catalog and make real lineage trees.
Wow.
Good luck.
Good job.
Don't forget, you have to do that. Okay, so here we go. I predict we'll get better results.
Right, and your name will be forgotten forever because they'll just call you the Geshe Michael father and son.
This is not, okay?
It's not.
That's not him. That's not him. That's not him. That's not him. I'm taking out the
I'm
boa.
thinking. I support that.
Okay, it's too many boa.
Serving us. Okay, let's do.
That's a generalist.
Telshe.
Yeah, now this one says, I got this lineage Nagarjuna, and then it went to Baba Viveka, and then Sri Gupta. Did you say Sri Gupta? Yeah. And then Jnana Garba, and then Shantarakshita. It separates him from Shantarakshita. This is not a lineage, okay? Because this is Buddha Palita who got picked on by Baba Viveka, who got corrected by Chandrakirti. Okay, so he's not going to be his son. Okay. Here's a nice possibility, which is Rikpe Kuchuk, Kokila, I think. That's a possibility. That's a possibility. And this is a lineage for the Lung of the 400 lines of Aryadeva.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Cool.
Here he's got. By the way, looking for Yupses is very frustrating. I just warn you. I've done it many times before.
Just occurred to me.
Here you've got Sri Gupta and Jnana Garba again. Okay. This is not it. This is a lineage for the Ratnamala.
There's Rikpe Kuchuk again.
Maybe it's Rikpe Kuchu. Okay.
We're 2 and 2.
This is another lung for the 400 verses.
But it still puts him under Baba Viveka.
Yeah.
Pilbe.
Just 3 Gupta.
Again.
Here's the 3
That's
Sri
like
Gupta.
Pilbe and Rikpe Kuchuk are like duking it out.
Let's look at the. How do you spell the other?
Now
Fellows?
oh, it's not showing up there.
I drive.
How do you spell the other fellow's name?
That might be
The one that's not Sri Gupta?
R-I-P space P-A apostrophe.
It's not showing on the screen, is it?
Right.
Or it is?
Yeah.
There's
I'm sorry.
It's just there's some lag.
There's a Sri Gupta.
Yeah, you need to read that. If you haven't.
Yeshe Nimbo.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's your big.
It might be Rikpe Kuchuk. And that's all there is.
Okay. So I'll look into those guys.
Actually, he's not usually presented as a Yupse. He's
weird.
kind of a lone gun, you know, to be honest. So, I don't know. Check the text. Maybe it's miscarved. Maybe they gave it 2 Yupses when it didn't have 2
I
Yupses.
don't think so. I mean, it jives with both our versions.
Okay. Oh, okay. Am I in the wrong book? No. Yeah, okay. This is the kind of thing I would ask Geshe Titorinchen or something.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you send a note to Yunden or something.
Yeah, I'd be scared to ask. I'll do it.
I don't blame him. Choglang Yupse, that's easy.
Dignaga and Dharmakirti.
Yeah, Dignaga and Dharmakirti. And she would so Yupse. Shundu Dar Jao. If you want more detail, go look at their
Look
books.
at their shares.
What you could do is work backwards. Go to the Drupta texts,
Whoa.
go to Baba Viveka, and see which of his students is credited with writing a Drupta.
Wow.
I would do it that way.
Yeah, for sure.
Because if you want more details about James, go to these books.
But it's not in his Drupta or anything. It's in his Madhyamika text.
That's true. But in the Drupta text, he would be quoted.
If he even has a Drupta.
His 2 students would be quoted.
Have to be.
I would go look for, what's the guy we thought?
Crediting him, we're talking about to get Barlow.
Sri Gupta.
Sung?
Ba.
Ba.
Yeah, Ba.
I would go look for those guys in the Drupta section and see if any of them is quoted.
But we didn't get the information from him from Drupta text. We got them from his middle way text because it was specifically Heart of the Middle Way and
But it was
reasoning.
quoted in a Drupta text, right?
Didn't
No.
specify that, did it?
Oh, well, he is quoted in the Drupta text.
Oh.
That's all I'm saying. Go look for...
Okay. Well, I mean,
You've
but
got
how
like
many
3...
students were at all? Just those 2 guys.
No, go for those that were listed so far. So we had Sri Gupta, Pelbe, DPALSBAS, or go for
Jikbe Kuchu,
Rikpe Kuchuk,
Yeah.
which
Alright.
Jikbe
RIGS PA''I KHYU BYUG
KHYU
BYUG Kuchuk
Kudra. Who's that?
Kokila. It means a parrot or something.
Those were the only 2 significant.
Yeah. Wasn't there one other one?
Those were the ones that kept coming out.
See if they're ever listed as writing a Drupta text, and then because he wouldn't advise you to go read a book by a son who didn't write a Drupta. You see what I mean?
His name is misspelled.
It's got to be somebody who wrote about James.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I guess so.
That's say it's
Wouldn't
supposed
they criticize James in a middle way text?
Did you
though,
just
or
check
they're
that, or-
getting into that kind of?
Well,
I got something you can do. Go to the Uma section, Parchin section, and search for James. And see whose book you get a hit in.
actually, it might be Uma, because this was from. The
But Baba Viveka will be in the Parchin, won't he?
No, it's Blaze of Reasoning and Heart of
That's
the Middle
in the Uma
Way.
section?
It's Heart of the Middle Way, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Sometimes Uma means Prasangika.
Yeah.
All right.
But anyway, try both.
I see what you're saying.
And go search for Cherbupa.
Yeah. But if it's a commentary on Nagarjuna, wouldn't it be in Madhyamika?
Yeah.
Right. It's his commentary to Nagarjuna, which is thus Svatantrika. But then would it be in Madhyamika or Svatantrika?
Well, let's look at both.
It's not a
Right?
humongous section.
So I found him in TBRC, and Chandakirti is his main teacher.
Who's?
Oh.
We're looking for his student.
Couldn't find before. No.
Oh, I see.
2.
4 minutes.
Kidding?
So was Stanley's idea.
Yeah.
God. That's terrible.
I'm gonna try Parchin. Let me
He
see.
didn't want to get out of this next section.
Shechin.
I totally do. So dearly and desperately.
Okay, I'm searching all the Rangkyupa books for Jane,
Okay.
assuming that his student is a Rangkyupa, right?
I don't necessarily agree with that approach. Do all commentaries on Nagarjuna go in Madhyamika? Go in Uma?
I don't know, but what's it matter?
Because
We're looking for
Bhavaviveka's-
a Rangyupa who discussed Jains.
Bhavaviveka is the main Rangyupa, and his main text that we quote is a commentary on Nagarjuna. So I'm asking if that goes in Uma,
No, it would go in Parchin.
even though it's a commentary on Nagarjuna.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because Parchin itself is a commentary on Maitreya, who's definitely Prasangika.
Okay.
So. No, okay. You see,
Okay, well,
I'm not saying
you put root sex on wisdom.
Sometimes in the catalogs, we did put commentaries to Nagarjuna with Nagarjuna in Uma.
Well, okay, I'm just showing you how I would do it.
Great.
Search the Sherchin
Yes.
for Jain.
Yes.
Look at the author of this.
Uh-huh.
So you have a guy sitting next to you like Adam who has this up,
Yeah.
and he's got
Except Tukata.
and he's got 3787 up, you know,
Yeah.
That was
Right.
perfect.
and he's searching the Tohoku catalog.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
and who wrote this book is Vimukti Sena. Okay, so that's not our guy. So then I would hit next file and not next match.
Yeah.
And this is 3805. See, then I would go to 3805 over here and see who wrote it. And that's Jigme Junkun Bepa. That's a Bepa, but not our Pel Bepa. Or maybe it is our Pel Bepa.
Maybe it is our Bepa.
Okay, next file. You see, I would go through like that. And this guy's talking about Jain texts,
So you don't
3807.
What number was that?
Damstrasena? That's not our guy. Next file. 3808. So I might go, that's one way I might do it. Damstrasena again. Chirbundam. 3790?
True.
Sengisambo. Tempting.
It is. That'd be cool.
They were grouped together in
They were.
my book.
Yeah.
Were they?
Yeah, back in J.
I might write art if I was not afraid to do it.
I don't even know the
Retreat or
guy.
something.
He would know this kind of thing. Hi, Badra. You might try that. If you want me to, I'll do it.
I would love it.
Do you think he'd respond if we wrote him? So you don't.
He's in retreat for another 2 weeks or something. Anyway, yeah, he would respond.
It's cool.
Okay. Do we have any time left?
No,
No, but that means that we get to start the
we have
next.
seconds left. Yeah.
Well, let's just talk about. Let me just read the next part, okay?
Okay.
Now, we promised you a blanket refutation of all these eternalists. And the eternalists specifically refers to how they think the soul is. And that's really the subject we're on.
Right.
What's the nature of the soul? It's not just randomly going to old Hindu schools. We are interested in what is the soul. What is the real Michael? Okay? Dole kyang sungshin ludu so kedup shen mebe mangbo yada. Okay, that says nobody discussed it. Mangbo means everybody discussed it. Okay, so yeah. This refutation of the ideas of these guys' souls, eternal souls, okay, it has both been discussed in the sutras and has been discussed by many other sages such as Nagarjuna. And more specifically, the glorious Chandakirti said,
What Cheetah?
Yeah.
sorry?
Cheetah too.
Oh, more specifically,
Oh, more specifically, no,
okay. Chandakirti said, Dagla kewa duna, if you believe that things could start by themselves, kepa cheta ga keja dan le la chepa ka yang ching ni de gyana. Then what got born, what made it be born, karma, and the doers of karma would all become one. would all melt into each other if things could arise from themselves.
Yeah.
Okay, so apparently that's a discussion of their soul, of their soul idea.
So he's going to do this.
Yeah, and then we're gonna go off.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna go off.
But he's going to do this like Rikmung at the same time again by using
A blanket.
that has Rik. He's going to give,
Say again.
you know, like he's giving scriptural proofs that the other guys are wrong, but all of those scriptural proofs are logical assertions. Like this is a
They
thing
could
he
be.
did before,
Yeah, they could be.
which is pretty smooth.
Yeah, they could be.
Okay.
Okay,
All right, we'll
here
see.
we go.
Sashi Puki Jushin Metotam Rira Blinshi Ninde Gembadi Sangye Shindu Mide Uargi Joku Nanda Shingla Juparsho Idam Guru Radha Mandala Kamni Satayami Gewadi Gewokun Sanam Yeshe Zozo Shing Sanam Yeshe Lechungwe Tamba Kuni Tobar Sho. That's gonna be a hard thing to.
Now it's bothering me. I gotta go try to find it.